The Nice Guys is directed by Shane Black and it stars Russell Crowe along with Ryan Gosling. And it's a 70s throwback to old detective stories, and it has a lot of comedy in there. And it was one of my favorite trailers that I've seen of the past couple of years, and I was so excited to see this movie. And you know, besides all the big action superhero movies that have come out this year, this was one of the most anticipated movies that I had for this whole entire year. So going in, I expected a lot out of this movie because not only do I love Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe, I really like Shane Black, and I expect a lot out of this movie. And I'll just say that I was a little bit let down overall with the movie because the trailers set this tone, and it set this unprecedented amount of energy and pace. And when the movie started, I felt that the pace was off, and that it never really caught to the pace that I thought that it should have been. I feel like the whole movie was just not up to speed. You know, I felt like it should have been go, 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 because that's how the trailers were, and that's how I thought the movie would have been. And even though the jokes were there, and you know, the chemistry was definitely there between Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe, I just felt that the pace was a little too slow. Like it just wasn't pushing it, and the energy just wasn't there for me. But that's not, you know, that's just me being disappointed overall as a film. But the thing is, I still really enjoyed watching this movie. I love Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. Their chemistry together I thought was off the charts. They did such a good job of just being funny and likable, and you care about their characters because they're such great actors. And Shane Black's a great director. He does a good job with the movie, setting the tone and setting up the scenes and directing these people. But I just felt like he just didn't push it enough. He just didn't set a high enough pace with this movie that I felt like it needed. But I thought the writing was great. I thought that the dialogue between the characters was awesome. It was so fun to watch these characters just interact and go from different scenes and everything. And I really enjoyed watching this movie. I was just a little bit let down because I thought that it would have been more fast-paced and more a little bit better of a story even, you know, because the movie has a pretty simple story that they're just trying to solve this case, but it gets a little bit muddled and a little bit confusing at points, and then that causes the movie to not get boring, but it slows down because it gets caught up in the story at a point, and then it's kind of confusing, so you kind of lose track of where you're at, and you know, it catches up as it goes along, and it has good conclusions to everything that happens, but along the way, it loses its way, and then the uneven pace of it, I felt, didn't help that with the story being a little bit uneven. But, I mean, this is me just being more disappointed than anything. I still think this is a really good film. I still recommend seeing it. I'm curious to see it again and see if I still feel the same way, or if, you know, on a second watch, I'll appreciate it a little bit more now knowing exactly what it is that they set it up to be. But just seeing the trailers, I was a little bit let down because I expected this fast-paced thing, and it ended up being a little bit slower with the comedy and just the pace of the movie. But overall, I enjoyed watching it. I look forward to seeing it again. And I recommend seeing it because it's a fun movie to watch. Ryan Gosling is awesome. Russell Crowe's hilarious. You could tell they had a lot of fun being in this movie, and I had fun watching it. So overall, I'm a little bit disappointed, but that's because I expected so much out of it. But I really enjoyed watching this movie. I'm going to go 3.5 out of 5 for The Nice Guys. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this and you want to see more reviews from a guy like me, you can subscribe. And I'll see you at the next one.